Check 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Testing 1 2 1 2. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Doggie Diamonds. You already know Doggie Diamonds TV. I'm on time tonight. I had to be on time for the homie tonight. I didn't even want to play. I didn't even want to be a second too late. He was here. We waiting. We did our behind the scenes test run and everything. Everything is geared and ready to go. So without any further ado, let me bring the man on the screen that y'all all came to see tonight that I'm excited to talk to. My first time ever speaking to him, but I've been watching him for a very, very, very long time in movies and music and these Instagram freestyles. Let me bring him on the screen right now. The man, Drag, what's going on, bro?
Yo, what's going on, man? How you?
I'm great, man. Introduce yourself to the people. So let them know who's on the screen right now.
Yeah, this your boy Drag to the Dash on. I'm trying to say CEO of Hood Environment, you know what I mean? Just out here working, man, you know what I mean? In the studio putting out a bunch of new music and feeling good about it.
So, music, not to go too far back because you've been working on so much new stuff, but where was your first introduction to the world?
My first introduction to the world was a song called This Is For My Dog with in DMX.
Got you. Got you. And DMX, like, first of all, my condolences to you, especially because I know that was your big bro. And it's a different meaning to you than the average fan. You lost him as a brother. So my condolences to you, especially. How DMX, like how did you meet DMX?
I met DMX in the studio back in 1997, and I mean, my man Darren, uh, which is one of the CEO of the record label that I was with before, he brought me up there. People can hear me, and then I could, pick up on vibes that was there and all that. And this is back in '97, and then I went up in there, and DMX was in there. So, back in those days, it was really about battling, and and really spitting back and forth with each other. So I actually got into a battle with him and didn't even know I was in the battle.
Because hey, did he hit you with the 70 bars or something like that?
Nah, he hit me with some bars, to the point where even though I battled him, and I lost that battle.
Got you.
But he just respected me, you know what I'm saying, because I kept coming, you know what I'm saying?
Got you.
For one, and I didn't even really know I was in the battle. That was actually my first battle. And I didn't realize until as soon as I get finished rapping, he come right after. I'm like, okay, you know what? This might be a battle.
That test you to let you know to always be prepared when you was going to get around him?
Well, he always made sure that I was prepared. You know what I'm trying to say? Because right after that, he pretty much took me underneath his wing right after that. So he pretty much prepared the industry and, you know what I'm saying, and taught me how to deal with other artists and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Just as far as dealing with them, you know what I mean? And then as far as being creative and stuff like that too, he taught me how to be creative and also taught me how to not think too much, but you know what I'm saying, put a little thought to it, but don't overthink it. You know what I'm saying? Let it pretty much flow. Like, I pretty much learned a lot from him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you when I love a lot of your music, man. The they call me Drag On. That's like, I don't know why that's so damn famous. Like, everybody know you from that first line. When you wrote that, what was you thinking?
They call me. You're trying to. Okay. So that's the Stop Drop remix.
Facts.
I wrote that. So me and Darren wrote that rhyme in front of across the street from the Apollo Theater. We was outside on 125th Street in the street, like 10, 11 o'clock at night. All the stores was closed, but we were still out there lit. And he had the beat already, and I just started writing to it. You know what I'm trying to say? And I mean, and then right after I got finished writing to it, we went right in the studio. and recorded my verse first. So my verse, I mean, it's crazy how my verse actually set the
Yeah, so you
song.
set the tone. You set the after that it was like, oh shit. Like, did you know, yo, I might have set this off kind of crazy. Did when you write it, did you like, yo, I think I got one, or was you like, it's cool, let's see what happens, or did you know like, yo, I got one?
When I first recorded it and when I was writing it, and I knew it was like a different bounce. You know what I'm saying? You heard what I'm saying? Because that beat, it required a different type of bounce.
Yes.
So once I was able to catch it, then it was all good. You know what I'm saying? Yep.
And I love spit these bars, man. Like I said, you had records that I was just like, yo, Duke is nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I didn't like. Wait, so you're not from Yonkers,
No, I'm from the Bronx.
but a lot of people might think you from YO, right?
Nope. A lot of people know I'm from the Bronx. They know it.
Got you. Cause y'all gonna be real with you. When I first saw you, I'm like, yo, that gotta be ex little brother or something like that. Like, did you get that a lot? That people really think that was big bro? Even though he is, but do people think y'all was physically related?
Yeah, yeah. Because when people used to ask him, I mean, like, what am I to him? And he used to always say his little brother. So people
Mm-hmm.
just automatically, I mean, all right, well, if X said it, then that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
then and
me,
and
X
then
wrote
the movie definitely made after y'all did the movie, it was like, oh, that's really his little brother. What was that like being in a movie?
the movies. The movies was great. You know what I mean? That was a whole nother great experience that that I actually got to experience. You know what I mean? And a lot of stuff falls with that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like and I didn't have no movie agent. I didn't have no real manager at the time or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So I actually just got it on the strength of DMX and me actually going in there and auditioning. You know what I'm saying? And then with X vouching for me, then that's what it was. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like X was always my protector. I mean, when I was younger and stuff like that. You know what I mean? He always protected me from bullshit.
What was his love like? Cause we the people felt it, but you actually got to be in the room with him. What was that love from him like?
The love from him was like it was more of like the love that you get from your dog.
Mm.
You find time like if you have a dog, you find time like it's a lot of dog lovers out
No
there.
pun intended, right? No pun.
Uh, no. It's I mean, like DMX had unconditional love. You find
Mm.
trying to say dog. It wasn't you find trying like he really lived that life like a dog. You find trying to say X really thought he was a dog. Like, you know, really lived that life. He barked like that. I mean, not even just in the booth. He barked like that in just regular in a regular conversation. You find trying to say like he might
Yeah.
just do that. Or if a nigga or a female piss him off and all that, he might just growl. Like that's just what he was really doing.
Dope.
So I mean, but when he just was going in the booth, he was just putting that in the booth and all that, just doing what he was normally doing. You know what I'm saying?
Was you what records was you there for that he recorded? Classic records. Was you there for any of them?
I was there for every last one of his albums.
So you watched him record Slipping?
Yeah, I watched him record Slipping. I was
Damn.
back scene of and I was actually on the video set when he was recording that. We recorded that. We locked down. That was in Harlem Hospital.
Mm.
Yeah, well, you found trying to say. So we shot that up in there, like what I mean, And I remember that day too. Where one of my because the doctors let us go down to where the dead bodies was at. I guess what's
The
that?
morgue, the morgue, the morgue. Yeah.
The morgue where they
Uh-huh.
got like the bodies like in the file cabinet.
Oh yeah. That's the morgue
Yeah,
where they pulling them out. Yeah, that wow. Wow.
yeah. And I remember going to one, and the doctor was like, "Yeah, you can pull it out." And I was scared to pull that joint out. I was like, "Nah, you know what? I think I'm gonna let whoever in there just rest. You know, where you find something, I ain't want to do it." But of course, X pulled it out.
What did Slippin' make you emotional because it made me emotional when I heard the record. I felt like I knew him. How close to real life was that record of his life?
For him and for me, that was that was the cream of the crop. That was hitting home. That was him explaining, you know what I mean, like how we kind of grew up. X grew up a real rough life, and I grew up a real rough life. So I guess that's probably what he's seen in me. You find what I'm trying to say about looking at me in my eyes, you know what I mean? He was able to see all the trials and turbulence that I've been through in my life, you know what I mean? And then with all the trials and with all the trials and tribulations that he been through in his life is like, that's what that song represented. You know what I'm saying? See, but X was different. See, X knows that it's millions of people that went through what he been through.
Mm-hmm.
So he did that for the people to know. You are not the only ones that went through this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody went through this. I've went through this. This is my experience. You know what I mean? So that's what that was.
So you was there for Get At Me, Dog, too?
You niggas want me to Yep.
All right, so
I was there
so shout out to Dane Grease. So when y'all recording Get At Me, when he's recording Get At Me, Dog, did y'all say, we got it, 5 million? Was that effect like that? Because that record changed the landscape of how music was being made because it was really shiny, really, really poppy.
Yeah. I already knew that song was a hit because that song was a hit before that actual record came out. See, that song was already a record that was out with the Locks on there, with JD Kidd, Styles P, and Chic, and then X was on there, and then they just redid the beat for just X by itself and just kept Chic Luch on the hook. Yeah, niggas want to be killers. So
hold up, so it's a version with the Locks out there before that?
Yeah, it's a version that killed the streets. Actually, DJ Clue put it out.
Wow.
Like, and it really killed the street. As a matter of fact, it was a DJ Clue record. They actually did it for Clue. And that maybe 2 months before I came into the picture.
Wow.
Because that song was still brand new. And then X did so good on that record that they just gave him the record and then he just did a whole song to it and then put it out. And it was just, and they still just kept Chic Luch on the hook.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know that Chic, though. A lot of people really don't know that.
Yep. A lot of people don't know that.
The tunnel back in the days, could you tell, because people not from New York, they have no idea. Could you tell people what that tunnel was like going in that club?
The tunnel used to piss me off. I ain't gonna front.
Like, you have to be ready to fight every time.
I ain't gonna front. The tunnel used to piss me off. You find trying to say like I mean, like I didn't really enjoy too much about being in there. Like, when I was in there, I was always like, super aggressive. I was just on some whoever shit because I know that club was just on some. See, the tunnel was like an East Coast club. That wasn't just a New York club. Like, you could go in the tunnel and you'll see a whole group of dudes on one side, and they might be all the way from DC. Then you might see another one all the way from Jersey, and then you be Brooklyn, and then you got Philly. It was like that was like one of the biggest clubs downtown New York. Out. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you had people driving up all the way from Baltimore and all that just to go to that club. I was just like, wow.
And the bouncers are like, yo, 500 to get in and all type. Like, yo, come on, nobody ain't paying that, man. Like, but they was getting it too. People was
that Master Flex was promoting that joint so heavy because he was the main DJ there. So he was promoting that joint so heavy on the radio, Hot 97, that it's like you had no choice but to go there on that Sunday, man. For real.
Was that your favorite time in the town? That era? Was that your favorite time?
Yeah, because New York had a different energy about it at that moment. You find Johnson. Right now, New York have more of a following, being more of a follower, versus being a leader. You find Johnson. At the time, everybody was leaders at what they did. You find Johnson. They was leaders at that particular sound that they had. The West Coast was leaders at that particular time with the sound they had, and so was us with our particular sound. But now it's like you can't even really. I mean,
Differentiate. Yeah, you can't.
yeah, like it's artists that's from New York that got songs on the radio that I ain't even know they was from New York. I'm like, well, be from, you know what I'm saying, somewhere over there. They be like, nah, this nigga from Brooklyn.
Yeah, fact.
I'm like, oh,
yeah, blame my
you know
borough. Brooklyn is drill. And blame Brooklyn. Brooklyn is all Chicago drill. It is what it is. You've been on that road before. What's that? Because I like to educate the new artists. They think you go on the road, you have fun. Tell them what that road is like.
The road is fun. You like, you know what I mean? The road is fun. It's an experience. It's I mean, you still got to know how to move on the road. You know what I mean? Understand that rappers is targets. So I mean, as long as you understand that rappers is targets, then you should know how to move on the road. And the road is fun. Once you know that rappers is targets and you understand that, then it's going to make you move a certain way. And then the road is actually fun. You know what I'm saying? You actually enjoy. That's actually one of the best parts of being an artist. You know what I'm saying? A great artist is actually going on the road and showing off your talent.
That's the good thing, but then you have the bad food. You might be on that bus. You can't shit on the bus. You gotta, it. Sometimes you might be tired. Go ahead.
See, I had a trick to that.
Uh-huh.
See, I was on the road, any tours, and I did Survivor the Illest tour. Mm-hmm. I did the Hog Knock Life tour. I did the Rough Riders. Listen, let me and on the road on tours, this is what I did. I ate soul food everywhere I went, every state.
Uh-huh.
So it seemed like I'm just eating like shit from the house. You know what I'm trying to say? I was eating like McDonald's and a whole bunch of pizza.
You up.
Nah, I was trying to keep it just straight soul food. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I found the nearest soul food spot in the area, and now I just had me like some regular rice or chicken, or sometimes I switch it up, fried chicken or bake or steak or something like that. You know what I mean? And that'll limit you from being sick. Like, you know what I mean?
Because I be trying to tell people you could get food poisoning, your stomach be twisted, and you don't get adequate rest. You sipping liquor, you smoking, and sometimes you in the town and you can't even stay there. You might have checked in, but when you check out to go to the show, y'all getting on the bus and leaving. So it ain't no go back to the hotel. You might have left something. You left your phone. Yo, it's a different side to the road. It's fun as hell, but it's a side to the road that you got to be ready for. Because after a while, you be like, "Yo, I'm ready to go home, man. Like I'm beat. You know what I'm saying? I'm beat." So what was your favorite tour?
My favorite tour, I would have to say, the Rough Rider Cash Money joint.
What was that like? Because that's a weird mix.
That wasn't really a rare mix. What started that tour was the song that me and Juvenile did.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So they did a whole tour off of what y'all did together. Because Juvenile was like one of the #1 rappers in the world at that time.
Yeah, so that song did so well. It hit so hard far as just on a national level. You know what I'm trying to say? Like that song didn't even break in New York. It really broke in like Miami and Florida and in Atlanta and stuff like that, North Carolina. Like that song really broke out there, and then it was like Memorial Weekend where it was like everybody was in Florida, and then and I guess all the DJs heard it. So after that, the minute I got back to New York from that's when New York was just going crazy. So that shit actually like led to a tour. You know what I mean? Because it made relationships. With that record label got closer. You feel what I'm trying to say? So that's why, Baby and Lil Wayne and Slim and all of them and
BG. That wasn't the same Lil Wayne though. Let them know that wasn't.
Yeah, like all of them is like family to us now.
Yeah,
like that record.
How you end up doing something with Juvenile? Juvenile. I said Juvenile.
That record he came out with is what made me really became a fan of him because of what he was saying. It made me know he was really from the trap.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Of how he was saying it and how he was putting it was letting me know, no, he had to have experienced this. So that already just made me a fan of what he was You know what I mean? Just a fan of him, you know what I mean? Because I could tell he was really just reciting what he actually was really doing or really seeing or is really around at the time. So that shit just really made me a fan of him. So a lot of people was doing a lot of songs with a lot of New York cats, and I just wanted to branch out. You know what I'm trying to say? I wanted to rep New York, but I wanted to put New York in Alabama. I wanted to put New York in North Carolina, Atlanta, Miami. You know what I'm trying to say? Like different
Mm-hmm.
places. So I wanted him because I knew I had like a different type of style with me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was bars. I could also rap fast and do the Midwest flow. You franchise. I'm a huge fan of the Midwest flow, how it was back in the day. So, I know I was able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why. So, so I just wanted him on the joint. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. So you went out. You've been on the road with DMX. How is it that this dude used to go on stage for Dolo and it might be like 50,000 people? What was that like? Because I never saw it. What was that like seeing it with your own two eyes? Like, holy shit. Was it really that moment?
Yeah, I mean, it was dope.
Mm. So you went out there and the question I always want to ask you, and is always did Cameron take your style a little bit? Or why was this why did he sound so similar to you, in your opinion?
And, and I don't think Cameron took my style. If I'm trying to like, me and Cam never knew each other.
Okay.
You know what it was. I think this is what I think.
Mm-hmm.
When I was younger and when he was younger,
Mm-hmm.
our voices sounded similar.
Got you.
Yeah, and that's just what it was. I don't think nobody was copying anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, he didn't even know me, and I didn't even know him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It's not like he was watching me and then, all right, look, I'm gonna study this. Or I was watching him and study, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't even know each other. So, but our voices sounded alike. You know what I'm trying to say? Because my voice sounded like I still sound the same, but my voice sounded a lot little, you know what I mean, like a little lighter when I was younger. And his did too when he was younger. So it kind of like sounded similar and all that. But it wasn't like nobody's biting nobody's style, you know what I mean?
Did people used
Like
to tell you? Did people used to tell you they hear the similarity though back then?
yeah, like far as the voice,
Okay.
low, you know what I mean? Like when I first met Undertainment and stuff like that, the people he was with, he was already signed doing this thing with a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of music franchise, and I had nothing else. So I
Got
mean,
you. Got you.
he couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Well, you found John say so. Yeah.
So you got all these freestyles that you got. What made you keep going to this day, bro? Because a lot of people would have tapped out, but you are. I mean, when I first saw one, and I'm like, yo, hold up. Not that you, I would thought you would have fell off because you never been whack. You understand what I'm saying? But it was a point where you like you putting out as a joint every week. What make you keep going?
My fans,
Okay.
uh, my daughter, um, m- my passion that I have for this, uh, for the culture,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and you know what I mean, just I mean, and I get inspired off of any little thing. You
Mm.
find trying, like, you know what I mean, like sometime I put out a live. Yeah, a live while I put something in my story, and then I see like Nas, Nas inside of my story, watching my story or something like that. Like
Mm.
that's it right there.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
that I'm trying to say, like, oh snap, Nas is watching my music. You know what I'm trying to say? So and I actually met Nas too. The well, I've been met him and all that, but like we actually sat and chopped it up real quick for like 2-3 seconds and all that. You know what I mean? And he was letting me know how dope of an artist I am, and I just so appreciated that. Like he don't even know what that meant to me.
I
You know what
wanted
I'm
to ask
saying?
you that. Does that really make you say, "Oh no, no, no"? I got one of the goats telling me he rock with me. What does that do?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. It's like I mean, like when I did like I remember when I was up to part 5 or part 6 or something like that, and then LL Cool J went inside of my DM and said, "Yo, Drag, if you do another one of these freestyles, and I'm gonna have to do one with you." And that was like part 6, part 7. I had no followers. I didn't even know he was even checking my joint. And for him to go on my DM and say that, you already know that inspired, like that actually inspired me to do the LL Cool J edition of
Mm.
Mo Style. You feel what I'm trying to say? That was because he went in my DM prior, like, yo, you feel what I'm trying to say? Like
Yes.
actually giving me my, like, yo, you're dope. So it's just little inspirations like that is what keeps me going. You feel what I'm trying to say? And then
Two
when I see
goats
other,
though. Two goats.
yeah, you feel what I'm trying to say? When I see uh other rappers and other rappers that I'm actually a fan of, that's actually my peers, but I'm just happen to be a fan of, in my comments, like, yo, this is fire. You know what I mean? Or stuff like that. That be all the inspiration I need. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep going.
So for the people that don't know, what's the name of the series?
The live series, my freestyles is just called the live freestyles. You know what I mean? I didn't really name it too much. Sometimes I name some of them. This might be the, like, and I did the LL Cool J edition. I did the DMX edition. I think I did the trap edition to the Mob Deep beat.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like I did a, you know what I mean, and I did the 30th anniversary. You know what I mean? I just wrote part 38 the other day,
Mm-hmm.
but 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 we didn't film it yet. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Got you.
Yeah,
And what made you say all of these need visuals too? Because some people might just put them out there and that's it. But you was doing visuals. What made you do that?
me not having no DJs. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like, I mean, let me like to keep it real. Me not having no type of DJ support. That's what made me say, okay, you know what? I mean, people use the DJs as a revenue to get to the fans. So
Mm-hmm.
I have to figure a way to just get to the fans. You know what I'm saying? The best way I can. And getting to the fans the best way I can at that particular moment, even right now, is visuals. You find trying to say, I mean, you could put out songs on SoundCloud and stuff like that, but I mean, right now, I mean, it's a reason why Instagram is so big, and Facebook fan page is so big, and why Twitter had to make it to where you can post pictures and stuff like that, because now everything's about visual. People want to see what you're saying. People want to look at you. You find trying. I don't care if you're just eating a bowl of cereal. You find trying to say people wanna let me feel as though they know you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just want to give them visuals. You know what I'm saying? Plus what? Plus when I first came out, I never really had that much videos out.
Mm-hmm.
None of my videos played on like BET or MTV or something like that. And if it did, it was like real. If you blink, you missed it. So I never really had like real big visuals out besides the movies I shot. So that's why I'm
Yes.
like, you know what? And I'm gonna make up for all of that right now. So we just, I mean, like right now, I dropped the album March 5th. It's called Pound BOF4,
Okay.
and it's 15 songs and 2 skits. Out of 15 songs, we shot 10 videos.
Mm. Say the name of
And
that
and I
again. Pound. Say it again.
Pound BOF4 is streaming everywhere, iTunes, Spotify, nigga, TikTok, nigga, everywhere.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
But like I mean, but out of the 15 songs that's on there, I shot 10 videos, and I just released the sixth one yesterday.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Got 4 more coming. It's like, I mean, I'm a real workaholic, you know what I'm saying? And I'm really into the visuals.
I'm gonna give you credit. That was genius marketing. If you came up with that, you deserve an A&R job somewhere because that really uh got you back on the map doing that because like I said, I haven't heard from you in years. I know to a certain extent they tried to, and I'm not going to blame anybody in particular, but it seemed like they tried to bury you. And I was like, why bury somebody who talented? And then you found a way.
They
Got,
they, they definitely tried everything in the book to try to bury me, but God got me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't bury some, like, I mean, and there's only one person that could bury me, and that's God. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So
Any particular reason though? Because I never understood why you never was you are a household name. A lot of people know who you are, but the talent wise and song wise and making all that, you got it. Any particular reason why you felt like you didn't get this certain push that you needed?
You know what I mean? You know, it's a lot of shit that went on with that. You know what I
Okay.
mean? You know, it's you know what I mean? You know, for one, I never really had a manager that was really like in my corner. You know what I'm trying to say? I always shared managers with other people and stuff like that. Like I never really had my own manager. So I pretty much had to stick up for myself, and I didn't really know the game at that time.
Got you.
But you know what I mean? You know, just but also is I mean like the rap, like the industry is grimy. You know what I'm trying to say? People will be scared, not even, and I said this in my album that I just dropped, Pound BOF4. It's a song, and the video is out right now. It's called Law of Attractions, and I said that people not people might not be scared of you. They might just be scared of your potential.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to say they know what you're capable of. And in this business right here, people will block you just knowing what you're capable of doing. You know what I'm trying to say? Necessarily got to do it. Like a motherfucker be scared because they know you actually are able to do it. Oh, he can do. You know what I mean? He can do that, and this. So, and if they can't do that, and this, like genuinely, like organically, like you found, Jose, like when I write my rhymes and I do my live freestyles and stuff like that, that shit is organic. You found trying to say, I actually write my rhymes. I write 40 bars. I get in my car. I find somewhere where it's quiet because it got to be quiet because the shit pick up dogs barking.
Yeah. Birds chirping. Yeah.
So I find a spot where it's quiet. I get out my car, and whoever's with me, I ask them to hold the camera for me, and I spit right there 40 bars. As soon as I get finished spitting, I try to hurry up and get back in my car before somebody get mad and try to call the police or try to say I'm loitering somewhere. And I hurry up and get back in my car and go back to the house.
I
You know
love
what I'm
it.
trying to say? Like my organic. So that right there put fears in a lot of MCs' hearts. You know what I'm trying to say? That
And you
don't
can
come from
and you nice. Well, let's not forget you can rap. Like this ain't. See, this is what I like about you. You got the bars, but then you also got the flow. You got the cadence, and you know how to that you on that beat. You know what I'm saying? Like you, like I said, what I really like about you is that you never been. I don't remember one whack round from you. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, and I don't tell everybody that. Some dudes I be wanting to say, yeah, that was trash, but not. But you, what is it? Do you like? I always wanted to ask a spitter like you. Who do you go over with? Is this somebody that could tell you, nah, drag that ain't it, or do you just know, yo, it is what it is?
Well, when I write rhymes, I I act like my though I was writing rhymes 10 years before I got signed to Rough Riders before and all that, which I am released from Rough Riders. I left Rough Riders back in '07 or something like that.
Okay.
But I was writing rhymes 10 years before I got with them.
Mm-hmm.
But once I got with them, I started writing a lot with Darren. Darren is one of the CEOs of Rough Riders.
Okay.
And me and him used to throw bars at each other back and forth. You know what I'm trying to say? Making sure that my shit stay sharp. The one that really elevated me to this level that I'm at right now. Point where I can actually be without him and write. But my secret sauce to me writing is sometimes I be acting like he's in the room with me.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say?
So
And
you go back and yeah, you go
come up with bars and stuff like that, and I be like, yeah, but I don't think this nigga D would have said that. You know, and that's just my whole mind frame on how he thinks. You like, you know what I mean? Because he's the one that really elevated my mind. Like, okay, Drag, you was rapping like this for 10 years, but now you with us, you got to rap like this now because now I have to put you in a room with greatness. So now I got to put you in a room with Jadakiss. I got to put you in a room with Styles. I got to put you in a room with Sheik Loose, with all of these cats that I feel as though is legendary. You know what I'm saying? And then wait with a with DMX that has a great giant voice box, and I didn't have that at the time. I pretty much sound like Mickey Mouse. Like I had the real light voice. You feel what I'm trying to say?
When was
So
this? We don't remember that. When that must have been before we heard you, or because we always had like your voice was a little deep and raspy to us. So that you had a
yeah,
go ahead.
if you listen to OF4 right now and then pull up opposite of H2O, see
Got you.
right now probably I mean, like a lot of people has grown with me. So my voice, you feel what I'm trying to say?
We noticed it back then. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you just listen to opposite of H2O or the songs, like listen to the song that I did on the Belly soundtrack. A lot of people don't know I got a song. I got a whole song on the Belly soundtrack. Like my voice sounded totally different. You know, I mean, you know, you could tell it's still drag, but you could tell my voice was just, you know, I mean, you know, I didn't get like the umph in my voice yet. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, and I had to hold my weight with that type of person. So I mean, you know, so now like when I write rhymes, I just always keep my man Darren in my mind. You know what I'm trying to say? And I know what type of caliber I need to stay on. You know what I'm saying?
So when you keep referencing to Darren, you're talking about D, one of the CEOs of the Rough Riders.
Yeah, his name is D the General and all that. But I mean, you know, the reason why I keep saying Darren is because when I say D, people automatically think I'm talking about DMX.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Yeah, so I gotta say, you know what I mean, you know, either Darren or D the General. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna just say the General.
Got you. Okay. So he was like your he was the person that would say, nah, you change that or whatever the case may be. So right now, I don't think nobody could tell you to change anything because I don't really hear too many people rapping like you. So who could really judge you right now? You understand what I'm saying? There ain't too many people with that pen. What happened to the pen in the game to you?
That happened to the pen. A lot of artists my age got lazy and tacky and sloppy. So the young kids picked it up, but they picked it up in their way. If they so, and I mean, you know, because a lot of rappers and artists that's my age are still probably the greatest. You know what I'm saying? But just I mean, you know, niggas got, you know, stomach got a little fatter,
Yeah.
a little bigger, and not understanding. I mean, you know, when the game changed, it went to an internet, and us not adapting quick enough, they was able to catch it and make their own sound. You feel what I'm trying to say? So now it's like they have their own sound. You feel what I'm trying to say? So you know what I mean?
They don't
You know,
believe that we live. We letting them know, no, we are live right now. This is live. This ain't no tape stuff. We are live. He's really in the studio right now. We're live. So this industry,
I'm in my studio right now. You feel what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, he's working.
Yeah, I'm live right now.
So drag this industry, for the younger dudes that want to get into this, could you let them know that this industry has a real dark side to it, that it's some pitfalls in this that you have to be careful for? What is some of the things that you could tell some of the younger dudes that say, yo, drag, yo, man, I want to get on? What is some of the things that you could tell them, yo, man, be careful, this, that, and the third? Because nobody told you. You know what I'm saying? So what could you tell some of the younger dudes?
First thing I'm gonna say is get rid of your whole entourage tonight.
Damn. Everybody gotta go?
Everybody.
Why is that?
No. Like, you should only have a team with you, not an entourage. An entourage is something totally different. An entourage is a bunch of liabilities. A team is something that's actually work for you. All right, look. To an up-and-coming artist, I need you to treat yourself exactly how Hollywood, downtown LA, treat their movies. Listen, let me tell you something about Hollywood. I've been in there. I've shot Exit Wound. I shot Crazy to the Grave. I shot big movies with big people. Jet Li, Steven Seagal. Check this out. You can't even step on the sidewalk of the Warner Brothers studio and the Hollywood studios downtown unless you have have credentials, unless you have a part to play, whether it's in the movie or outside around the movie. You might be doing the casting, you might be doing the lunch truck, whatever it is. You got to have credentials. So you got to yourself the same exact way. Nobody should be around you unless they are having a part that they play. It's your assistant, and they need to be assisting you. I mean, you might have your road manager. They need to be managing everything on that road. Uh, you might have your DJ. He better have your turntables. He better he better have all his equipment and everything set up, ready to go. Everybody you have on your team with you on that road should be a team member, not an entourage. Your entourage is going to be there, so get back. But your team is what's going to help you elevate to grow. So that way you don't have to come back. You could just come back and come get your dudes, and then maybe y'all can elevate and try to open up and create some type of business or something. You find what I'm trying to say? As far as on this road as a rapper, you don't need no entourage. You need a team. Everybody around you should have a part to play. Everybody around me on the road right now has a position to play. You know what I'm saying? Or they will be on the first flight back because I don't need them around.
Got you. Yeah,
like,
that's crazy. Go ahead.
Yeah, and it's not that I'm being mean or nothing like that. It's just I want to be successful. So I know y'all want to be successful. And let me tell you something. This is a dream. This is your dream. And this teamwork is what's going to make the dream work. Understand that. That's a slogan that a bunch of people say, and I guess it goes in one ear and come out the other. It cannot. It takes a team, not an entourage. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to get you nowhere.
So and then you hear other stuff about the industry, like it's a little spooky side. It could get a little spooky, a little weird. Have you ever seen anything where it was like, what's going on over there? I'm gonna be over here with it.
Let me see. I mean, it's just so much stuff. I can't even think of something offhand.
In particular, right? Because you've been to Hollywood. You've seen the Hollywood. Go ahead.
Yeah, like I done seen so much stuff in this game, man. It's crazy. It's like, you find like I've seen rappers throw younger rappers underneath the bus. And you'd be like, damn, that's crazy. He's not even in your way. You know what I'm trying to say? And it takes nothing for you to help him, but instead you threw him underneath the bus because he's starting to get a little attention. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I see that. Like I've seen that probably like 10 different times in this industry where you'd be shocked. You'd be like, damn, it'd be somebody big, he up. And he be hating on a little. If I'm trying to say, you be trying to figure out why he up. Because he's stepping on niggas' heads and all that shit to get to the top when, you know what I mean? When you don't really got to do that, you know what I'm saying? So, it's a lot of little hate and slick shit that you just got to just be aware of. You know what I'm saying? For real.
You always hear of a lot of people selling their soul and doing rituals and all that. You ever, how real is that? Have you seen anything that you was like, oh wow?
Yeah, that I think all of that is fake.
You think it's all fake?
Yeah. Yeah, people talking about they selling their soul. What's that? With the Illuminati and all that stuff?
No. I'm talking about like the music industry. Because even X spoke about it a lot. Like he said, it's Me Too movement going on in the industry with the men. X said a lot of stuff that everybody's like, yeah. I'm talking about on that realm. Yeah, not the Illuminati. Just dudes like on some doing something strange for a piece of change with executives and stuff to get on.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably like a bunch of shit that be going on. See, me, I'm not front. I always maintain and stayed sucker free from all of that. You find what I'm trying to say? Like, I mean, like I never really surrounded myself with the weird shit like that too much. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I don't know if you noticed, you know what I mean, which you probably noticed by now, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not really the artist that, you know what I mean, where you see me all up
they ain't inviting you anyway, right? Yeah,
me, I'm always light and easy. I pop in and pop out. I never was that type to be. I gotta feel as though I gotta be in every single club, every single, you know what I mean? So a lot of that weird shit that be going on, like I really don't be there for that shit. You know what I mean? But I be hearing about it though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A bunch of bullshit going on. Trust me.
Can you break down for a new artist what is it like having what's the pros and cons of, because you got your own company, let them know the name of your own company, your company right now.
The name of my company is called Hood Environment, and that's what's been putting out my music since 2008,
Wow.
and it started picking up 2016.
Got you. So
Yeah, like
what's some of the pros and cons of having a so-called record deal? Because everybody tell me I'm getting this deal, I want this deal, I want this deal. What is some of the pros and cons of having a record deal? Because everybody wants a deal. I get this deal, I get this deal. You doing it with your own company, you doing it for Dolo. What is some of the pros and cons of being signed?
having a record deal is great. Like,
Okay.
don't get it twisted by being independent. You automatically fuck major record labels. Fuck all the record labels. Fuck this and fuck that. No. If a record label offer you a great situation and it's a great situation for you that can help you and benefit you,
Mm-hmm.
take it. You
Mm,
know what I'm trying to say? If it makes sense and it paints your picture vividly, take it.
mm,
But see, people think independence mean fuck majors, fuck independent record labels, fuck this, that, and the third. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need no you. We all need each other.
mm,
Okay. Independence is a mind frame.
mm,
You can be on a major, but your mind is still moving independent.
mm.
Like you from what I'm saying? Like it took me a while for me to eat. Like I ain't even know what's his name? That Yo Gotti was on Atlantic Records.
Yeah.
You found out
Mm-hmm.
like he was on the. See, I ain't even know that. You wanna know why? Because and I don't even know him, but I didn't even know he was on the major for the simple fact that he has an independent mind state. He moved like a boss.
Mm,
I actually was doing everything independently
mm,
because he's not just working on his record label's dime. He's also working on his own money too. You
mm.
find chance not just just off of a major record label's dime and moving according to their time.
Investing in
No,
himself. Investing in himself as you should.
investing in yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Like independent is a real mindset. You could be signed to Def Jam, Interscope, Atlantic Records, but if your mind is not independent, then you just sign to them and you got to do exactly what they tell you to do and you're just a puppet, you know what I mean? But if you have an independent mindset, then you're going to know how to structure any deal that come your way. You feel what I'm trying to say? So now when it's time for you to do it by yourself, you already know what to do.
Um, if you could do it all over, what would you do different going in? Like, if this mind right now went and somebody offer you something right now, what's the mind state you going in with right now, opposed to 2007 when you left? How hard is it to get out of a record deal though?
It all depends on the label you're fighting. You found what I'm trying to say? I
Uh
mean,
huh.
if you fight ignorance, then it's gonna be an ignorant fight. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like my fight was kind of ignorant.
Okay.
You, I mean, when I left Rough Riders, I didn't want to leave. I
Mm,
had to leave because they didn't want to work.
mm,
You feel what I'm saying? So I wanted to work. I wanted to put out way more albums than what I was doing
mm,
for our solo. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, they didn't want to work on my next project, but didn't want to release me. You know what I mean? So that's why I call it ignorant. You know what I mean? Because it
got
took
you.
me like 2 years to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of record labels that understand that. Okay, you know what I mean? We're not really too much interested in the situation right now, so let's let them go ahead on and part ways and let you know what I'm saying. Like you know what I'm trying to say. Like some record labels will do that. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? It all depends on what you owe and this, that, and the third. Word, you know what I'm saying? See, me, I had no choice but to make that transition because I was doing bad. You feel what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I mean? You know, even with my buzz growing and growing, still my business wasn't intact. You feel what I'm trying to say? And I wanted to put out more music. Well, you could tell from the way I work now,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm way more.
You backed up. You like, yo, I
Yeah,
want to get everything out. Yeah.
yeah. So imagine how I was working before. You feel what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
When I was younger, I probably was working even more, but you would never know because songs were just getting piled up in the studio and not being put out. So,
Is
you
it
know
an
that happened.
unreleased catalog of you somewhere?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's probably over 100. Or man, it's probably over. I'm a workaholic, bro. You feel what I'm trying to say?
Damn.
Like those that follow me, I know they'd be like, yo, this nigga Drag is dropping a video every 7 to 14 days. Yes, I've been doing that since 2015. Every month it's gonna be 2 or 3 visuals coming out. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like I work like that. You know what I mean?
Is
So
has your you know they're not supposed to talk about this, but is your pen out there somewhere that coming out of somebody else's mouth?
I mean, like a lot, like see, like a lot of ghostwriting that I did, they made sure they came to me with paperwork, so I can't really.
NDA. You had NDAs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I can't really say who I wrote for or
But
anything.
that's all I just want to know. Is your pen out there somewhere?
Oh yeah, of course. You found
Okay.
out. Like
Okay.
it says, like a lot of these rappers don't even know how to write, bro.
Wow.
Like dead serious. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying no names and like that, but a lot of these rappers don't write none of this shit. Nothing. Nothing. I'm talking
Say
about
that again because when I say it, they be like, "Oh, people think I hate." What did you say, Drag? Tell them what you just said.
a lot of rappers out here right now that y'all know and love and everything don't write shit. Like they don't write nothing. They keep writers. You feel what I'm trying to say? Or they have writers that they reach out to. You feel what I'm trying to say from a distance, which would probably be me, and I pin that joint down, and that's what it is. But it's a lot of rappers out here that they don't write anything. They don't.
Mm.
You know what I say because they just don't have it in them anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they don't have the time. They're busy, or they don't even know the slang no more. They don't even know what's going on in the streets. So you being so
Yeah,
close
like
to, go ahead.
it's just not in them. It's just not in them. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah,
Um.
that's it.
Um. Right now, what was your point? Was it ever a point where you wanted to step away and just say, "Man, I'm done with this. I don't want to do it no more."
Not really. Like
Okay.
what I mean? All to my like my die hard, like my real core fan base follow me throughout my whole trials and tribulation. They know I never stopped writing.
Mm.
I never stopped. I never stopped. You find what I'm trying to say? That's why is like Drag still got it. He came back, Drag, but I never stopped.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I never stopped in order for me to fall off to where I got to try to pick my pen back up and step it up. I never stopped. I just kept writing. I just wasn't on that platform that a lot of people know me for being on. You
Got
feel what
you.
I'm trying to say? Yeah.
Could I tell you from me to you, and many of the people in the chat, we have about 1,500 people watching us right now. Uh, yo, I appreciate you. I appreciate your talent. I appreciate your perseverance. I appreciate you for not giving up because it's easy to quit. It's so hard to stay because sometimes you just like, yo, man. And I respect you for staying, and I respect you for not giving up. And the fact that you didn't give up, I know it's going to make other people say, yo, if he stayed through all of this BS and didn't even get his just due, I'm gonna keep going. So I appreciate you for that. And yo, you are super duper nice, and thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like I really thank you. I don't give people flowers. I give you the 5-star salute. You know what I'm saying? Like thank you for
Thank you so
staying
much.
down.
Hell
And
yeah, for real. I appreciate that, man. Word, I
and
appreciate that,
and
bro.
and I be wanting to say people whack. I be feeling to say, yo, Drag, man, you need to just fall back, man. You flabby and sick, but I'm like, yo, hold on, how dude got nicer. You know what I'm saying? And then I seen you, and then I respected the work. I'm like, yo, He keep dropping videos. Like, what number is this? Like, yo, this what is 90 what? Like, yo,
Yeah.
nah, he working. So I love that. I love that. I love that. But yo, but my man Blizz asked me the flow. You got a flow that's your flow. Where did that come from?
That flow was let me like before I got with Rough Riders, I had a cool flow. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I looked up to Nas, so it was almost like a similar type of Nas type of flow when I first got signed and stuff like that. But then once I got with them, like my style pretty much came from me, and it's like a mixture of locks,
Mm,
DMX. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of like mix what he did with his aggressiveness and the way and his sarcastic and with X sarcasm and
mm-hmm.
stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and I mix it with bars that the Locks always had, and you know what I mean. You know, Kiss always spit the hot shit, and Style spit the gutter shit. Sheep got the ill spit. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of like just blending my style with X and Locks. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So that's what like develops me. If I'm trying to say like when you hear that, that's I mean you pretty much hear them.
What was them sparring sessions like? You got the Locks, you got DMX, you got other up and coming artists that want to come there. Uncle Murder was on Rough Riders at one point. Cassidy, you got different people. What was that sparring session like? Like, what was that like for the people? If you was a fly on the wall, what was that like? Everybody rapping in one room.
It was it was fun
Mm,
and inspiring.
got you. Yep. So you did the Hard Knock Life tour too.
Yeah,
What was that like? Cause this is like the biggest artists in the world at this time. You got Jay-Z, you got DMX, you got Red and Meth, you got Wu-Tang, you got what was that like?
yeah. Well, me, I ain't really care. Like my whole thing, I just wanted to be wherever DMX was at.
Got you.
That's it. You know what I'm trying to
Got you.
say? I'm trying to say like my focus was DMX. You know what I'm trying to say? I didn't. You know what I mean? You know, like X was going over there. Go drag. Come on, drag. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm there. Ain't nothing. You know what I mean? That's what it was with me.
Being that
I,
you're
I,
being that you're somebody who know him, what's some of the biggest misconceptions about X that people been getting twisted?
see, DMX puts everything out there.
Okay.
Like whatever you thought about DMX, he probably was the one that put it in your head. You
Mm,
know what I mean? And that's what you know what I mean? See, DMX understood that he wasn't perfect
mm,
and he never like a perfect person. You know what I mean? You know, he always played as a human being.
mm,
And human beings are not perfect. Nobody is. So, you know what I mean? You know, that's why he kicked his faith about the Lord a lot because
mm-hmm,
he wanted, you know, because a lot of people they be thinking, oh, you know, you have to be a certain way, you have to, you know what I mean, you know, in order to be blessed by the Lord, you have to be positive and stuff like that. No, he wanted you to know that the Lord loved everybody, even the
mm,
ones that's in the hood, that's in the gutter, that's praying to Him every day. He hears them too. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not that He just only hears people in church. No, He hears people that's right in their room, on the side of their bed, on their knees with their hands like this. Yes, He's listening to. You know what I'm saying? And that I know that for a fact. When a while, because that's why I'm here.
mm.
Period.
You know what I loved? I seen it's coming up in the algorithm, DMX on the Breakfast Club, and I remember the Rough Riders was doing the cipher, and he was like, "What about drag? Why drag ain't there?" And I was like, "Yo, X love this dude," and it's just so dope for me to see an artist love another artist that they always vouching for them, even when they got they shining moment, they still like, nah, my man is. I want my man in this. Cause you don't see that no more. Dudes don't even be vouching for nobody no more. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was dope. Why you don't do more movies? You got low acting skill. Why you didn't do more movies?
Yeah. Well, like I said, like I never had a movie agent. I
Got you.
never had a movie agent. I actually went in there and auditioned for those parts and got them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, like when everybody was shocked when they saw me in the movie, I was just as shocked as everybody else.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, I'm about to get into an argument with Steven Seagal. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, I gotta go fight Jet Li. Me? Hold on. I'm from the motherfucking Bronx. I'm from the project. I'm from Bronxdale Projects. Hold on. So you start telling me tomorrow I'm gonna be in this train station fighting Jet Li.
Wow.
Like I was shocked as everybody else, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
So you didn't get a SAG card and none of that stuff? You don't have all that stuff?
Man, and I think I had a SAG card that came. No, as a matter of fact, I think I might have just got a SAG card, bro. Like you found out, was like for real. Like I didn't have no Asian nothing. You found trying to say like Exit Wound. I think DMX told the director, yo, nah man, you know, if you want anybody to play my brother, it gotta be drag or you know, I mean, you know, or he was just gonna give them a hard time on any other actor.
Yo, I love the fact that he loved you so much. That's just fly to me, man. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
They keep asking me in the chat room, your battle with Pitbull. What are they talking about?
I don't even see, let me tell you something. Like, it's crazy too. You wanna know why? Because I don't even know why this dude Pitbull is lying.
Oh wow. So you never battled?
Why? I never battled them. I'm talking about, all right, look, we was in Miami, Florida, and me and DMX was shooting Ain't No Other Cats Got Love For Me. That song off his second album. That Ain't No Other Cats Got Love For You. You remember that,
yes,
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
We on the set filming that. Christopher Robinson was the director of that. I'm in there filming my joints with me and X, you know what I mean? We doing our parts. And a dude came up, which I thought he was a white dude. You know what I'm saying? Because Pitbull wasn't bald head like that. He had long hair that came down to here.
Oh.
Yeah, for real. You find out like he switched up his whole look. His hair grew all the way down like a girl. You know what I'm saying? So he came up to me, and it was a few people that was coming up to me like, yo, Number, you know, can you please hear this dude rap? You know what I mean? You know, can you hear this dude rapping all that right quick? You know what I mean? You know, at first I was like, nah, because I'm actually in the middle of filming this video. You feel what I'm trying to say? And this is like a good look for me, so I ain't really trying to leave. I'm right here. He like, yo, Drag, let's just right outside. So I go outside, and he's out there. As soon as I get out there, he like this, yo, Drag, yo, I'm a big fan. Yo, check it. You know what I mean? You know, I just want to hear you, like, you know what I mean? And, and I just want you to hear me spit. I'm like, all right, fuck it, go ahead. He kicks some. I'm like this. Ooh, that's nice. Me, when somebody's rapping, and I think somebody else rapped too. So I just kicked the verse. Niggas like, yo, Drag, yo, kick it first, Drag. I'm like, yo, I mean, you know, I'm kind of in the process of filming, but fuck it, I kick some right quick. Boom. Kick some, boom. Then shot back inside. 3 years later, I battled Drag on, I beat him. Swiss was there. Swiss wasn't even there. Yo, Swiss was there, this, that, and the third. Swiss told me to go at him again. I'm like, and it's crazy too. You want to know why? Because he's so talented to the point where he didn't have to run off of my name to even do that. You know what I'm saying? Because he was he was rapping English, and then he transitioned, and he didn't pop until he started rapping Spanish. I didn't even know he spoke Spanish. I didn't even know he was Hispanic.
Got you.
Right? Wow. Because he's a white dude with long hair. You found out? I'm thinking, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But his first song that popped him off, I guess his record label told him that I think it's better for you to rap Spanish, you know what I'm saying? And it took off with the Gasolina. So he really didn't have to come up with that lie. I don't even understand what that lie.
But you know why he did it though, right? Because it gives him lyrical credibility that he went against somebody. Because you know, whether dudes be pop or whatever, they still want to be known as I can rhyme. So I rhymed against Dragon. That's what all that really is, probably. You know what I'm saying? And you somebody who's respected with the pen. but he's flatline. That's crazy.
Yeah, see, I can understand that what you're saying if he came out with some English songs. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Like, nah, like I need the niggas to know. But if you rapping like you don't gotta he didn't necessarily have to
Oh
use
man.
do that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because Pitbull is super talented.
Yeah, he
He's
make big
great at
records.
what he's doing. You know what I'm trying to say? He's probably like, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 times bigger than me, far as far as just the artist. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying, because he done did big mainstream thing. You know what I'm trying to say? So he really didn't have to do that. So you know what I mean? But all in all, I appreciate the shit
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
You know
it's
what I'm saying?
good. It's good
He
press. Yeah,
actually, he actually, dude actually went on Ellen. What's her name? Ellen DeGenerate. What's Ellen Generate?
yeah, whatever. Yeah,
Ellen.
that's it. Yeah,
He actually
Ellen
went on her
DeGeneres.
show and said the same shit. I'm talking about. So now people hit me like, they talking about you on the Ellen DeGeneres show. I'm like, what the hell they talking about me for on that show? I don't even know that. He up there lying, just lying.
That's dope though. It's dope though. It's dope though. He wanted some street cred.
I appreciate it. Pitbull, if you watching it, keep saying it, my nigga. It's
Yeah.
all good. Listen, I ain't mad.
That's dope. That's dope. So you got an
Keep saying,
album out. You got an album out right now.
yeah.
Let them say that name of that album again so anybody who just walked in the room, tell them the name of that album again.
The name of the album is called Pound BOF4. And I name it that because it's from a mixtape series that I started. Bars on Fire, part 1, and then I got part 2 and part 3. So part 4, I didn't do it like how part 1, part 2, and part 3 is only on datpiff.com. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to datpiff.com. They the ones that really supported me and showed me super love. I love that website.
Dope.
But part 4, I decided to start touching the streaming platforms, the iTunes, the Spotify, the Tidal, the Google Plays and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know what I mean, so we did that with that, and I wanted to show people that I can put out some music too, not just
freestyle, man. Yeah.
Part 1, part 2, part 3 is mostly just bars, me trying to prove a point, nigga. I'm back. Fuck is y'all talking about? You know what I mean? But part 4, I really just wanted people to enjoy the whole project as a whole. Like, okay, Drag just put out this big body of work and this shit feels good. You know what I'm saying? So that's what part 4 is about. So it's called Pound BOF4. It stands for Bars on Fire. But this one I actually just shortened it and named it Pound BOF4 because everybody was doing that on part 1, 2, and 3. I just put Pound BOF1 and Pound, you know what I'm saying? So this one I said, you know what? I'm gonna just name this one Pound BOF4 because that's what they're gonna do anyway.
A few more questions before we go. What I wanted to ask you, do you have any unreleased DMX songs with just you and him?
Might be. You find word. Because I know, like when I left Rough Riders, man, they probably got like 80, 90 songs of just Drag On. Like, you know what I'm
That
saying?
they still
like,
got right now?
Yeah, that they have right now. Like that's just sitting there, you know what I'm saying? Like that's, you know what I mean? So I mean that was their thing, you know what I mean? Piling up a bunch of songs in the studio. You know what I mean? So actually to get out of my contract, I had to give them an album, which they never put out. I'm glad for that. But and I had to give them an album, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So also, do you have a specific YouTube where all your visuals are? Is it on one channel?
Yes, all of my stuff is on YouTube /Fireman Drag. All one word, Fireman Drag. That's where you will see my new video I just dropped yesterday. So I am very active, you know what I'm saying? I have another video I dropped maybe 2 weeks, a week before DMX died, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So I mean it's a bunch of work on my YouTube page, you know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of stuff on there. So it's YouTube /Fireman Drag. Go subscribe to that. Be the first one to see a video Well, you know what I'm trying to say? Because I actually put my videos up on my YouTube page before I even start promoting it.
Oh, dope. So for the producers that wanna send you music and any beats, how do they get at you? Is Instagram the best thing?
Yeah, y'all can hit me up on Instagram or or and I have a Pacific email for just producers.
Okay.
The email drag eat beats. Beats spelled with a Z.
Okay.
Drag eat at gmail.com. Now that I put that email out there for
Yeah,
just the
right, because you in trouble.
people that's going to send me songs, feel free to send them knowing that I'm going to delete them.
You
Not
wasting your
gonna,
damn time, yeah.
you're wasting your time, but you can hey, you can send it. You think I'm going to press play on it? That's good that you got that hope. But that email is only for producers. So the minute I hear vocals on it, I'm turning it off. I'm deleting it.
Do you
That's for
take
producers.
do you take
Yeah.
songs with hooks? Could they do that at least? Could they give you a hook?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Like, I mean, like I got a lot of producers that actually send me records. Like, chill, drag. I ain't sending you no beat. I'm gonna send you a record, bro. I need you to kill us.
Got you. Got you. And is there anybody that you when you was leaving your situation, was it any other label that wanted you?
Nope.
You lying.
Nope.
Even with X cosign, they still was fronting on you?
Yeah, nah. See, my respect level was kind of low when I was signed before. You know what I'm saying? You know, and in this industry, this is based on you gotta. I mean, you know, people is gonna only respect what needs to be respected.
Mm.
You know, as far as in this industry, you know what I'm saying? You know, and how I was represented, I wasn't represented where you had to fully respect it. You know what I mean? It was DMX, and then you had Eve, and then you had Kiss, and then you had Styles, and then you had Chic, and then I mean, you know, if you can't afford them, then you can holler at drag, and that's what that was. Far as me, like the respect level, like I actually got more respect now than I ever did in my whole life, far as with other rappers, my peers, and far as in the industry and just with my fans. You know what I'm trying to say? I can actually tell that the respect level is way different. You feel what I'm trying to say? So
Happy for y'all. I'm happy for you though, man. I'm glad, y'all. I'm so glad you didn't give up because I just think you gave a whole bunch of people hope. Because
yeah,
yo, it's easy to walk. Like I said, it's easy to walk away. You have a wife, children. They like, yo, listen, it's stressing you out. You up all night. You mad. You want to fight. You want to shoot. You want to stab. Yo, just leave that
yeah,
music alone. And you like, nah, I got a talent. So I'm very, very, very happy that you didn't
yeah.
get away from your talent and you got more talented. Like it's amazing. Dave was also saying in the chat room why you didn't go snatch a battle rap bag. Do you think you could do that?
Me and DMX used to battle a bunch of rappers when I first got signed,
Mm-hmm.
and for some reason, when I used to battle people,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's so personal.
They want
Like
to fight you.
point where yo, like not me, like not to the point where they want to scrap or nothing like
Uh-huh.
that, but it was to the point where I could be walking down the street, it'd be me, JD Kiss and Styles or something like that, or we walking down the street, or we might just be in Harlem somewhere where we came across each other, and then you'll see niggas that have come through, yo Kiss, yo Styles, yo Sheik, whatever, and then see me and hit me with this.
Go for battle that you because of a
I'm
battle.
like, oh man, no, this is a nigga, but it's like, nah, man, nah, I mean, like I just got tired of that. You know what I'm saying? You know that shit caused a lot of animosity with yeah, he battled my man. Yeah, he won, but he ain't blah blah blah. Blah. So,
Give us all right. Let's tease the audience. Give us one notable
I kind
battle
of
of
battling.
one artist.
Another thing I stopped the battling is because my stuttering problem started flaring up more. You know what I'm trying to say? Because
Mm,
I have a bad stuttering problem. So that I was born with.
got you.
So the battle when it came down to the battle, like when Smack and all these people came in, it wasn't no beats. We battled, but we had the beats playing.
Got
But
you.
the battle was no beats, and that's what I can't do. Like with my stuttering and stuff like that, I can't rap too good without a beat.
I'm
I
about to
gotta
say,
have a
because yeah, how you on the beat, we would never know you stutter. We would
yeah.
never know that. And even when you performing, we would never. Did you and Cassidy ever spar?
No,
Okay.
no. Well, me and Cassidy was rapping back and forth one time on 125th Street, but it wasn't really like a battle or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because me and the Rough Riders, that we already knew that we wanted him a part of our team.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So it was actually like when we first met, he was rapping, and it wasn't just Cassidy. It was Cassidy, Cal Akbar, and Sniz. You
Shiz
know what I'm trying to
Lansky.
say?
Shiz Lansky. It was Larceny family. Yep.
Yes, it was Lost in the Family. So it wasn't just Cass. It wasn't just like, you know what I mean? So, you know, like we always just rapping and ciphers and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I always took a liking to Cass. You know what I'm trying to say? I always got like I probably got cool with Cass first before anybody, you know what I mean? Because I just always liked him. I just always considered him like I just looked at him as being so dope. You know what I'm saying? So
Cocky as shit too. Cocky. That's what
yeah,
I like about Cass is he always been like that too.
and Cal Akbar and Shiz Lansky. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yep.
Like I was a big fan. You know what I'm trying to say? Shiz used to also do beats too. He actually did a beat for me, which is one of my favorite joints. And that song was that and all that stuff too. But you know what I mean? You know, it was a bunch of stuff with them that I just liked it. You know what I'm saying?
Was you gone or when the Rockefeller verse Locks thing was happening? Was you around for that?
Yeah, I had the flu that night. You talking about that night when battled Freeway?
No, not that. That's another night. I'm talking about when the Jadakiss and Beanie was going at it. Was you around or you left by then?
Oh, I was still around.
What was that tension like? Was it really crazy?
No, it wasn't really too crazy. It was I mean, you know, some East Coast shit. You feel what I'm trying to say?
Got you.
It was see, East Coast artists, we're very competitive.
Mm-hmm.
So I loved it. You feel what I'm trying to say? Like the best part about it was when they squashed it. That shit was even better. Like, you know what I mean? Because it showed people that you can be competitive and the turnout can be all love. You feel what I'm trying to say? Because I feel as though they gained a whole nother respect for each other after that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Word. I mean, I'm a Beanie Siegel fan too, so yeah.
Was you there for the Onyx and DMX collaboration? Shut them down?
I think I was there for that.
Damn.
Yeah, I think I was. Yeah, I was there for that. I was there for that. And I mean, you know, I remember when Sticky Fingers had that fight and all that on MTV and stuff like that too with that white boy.
Yeah. That's the most fun. A lot of people that's young don't even gonna know nothing about that. Yeah.
Yeah, like me and DMX, we performed in that same ring. You know what I'm trying to say? Like that was intended and all that. And I mean, that was actually the first show that I performed with DMX that I fucked up on too.
Wow.
But it wasn't my fault though. That was his fault though. You know what I'm trying to say?
So when did you come in? Because I remember Ja Rule used to be his hype man at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So So was you there too when Ja Rule was there?
No.
Okay, yeah, because I remember Ja Rule used to hype up DMX, and then I was like, where the hell didn't Ja Rule end up becoming Ja Rule? And then I guess you was around. So in the studio, because you one of the people who was there, what was X? How did he put this shit together? Because he got he went platinum 5 times, twice in the same year. What was how did he put this together? Was it the beat and he write, or did he already come in with the pen? How did
he just always had a bunch of rhymes. You know what I'm trying to say? Like those first 2 albums were songs he really pretty much had from like the early 90s, and then they just put them to beats. You know what I'm saying? And
wow.
Like the first album, he didn't even write. He had them rhymes from the 90s, like from the 90s. You know what I mean? You know, like a lot of that stuff he wrote when he was in jail before I even met him. You know what I mean? And then he just set him again on some new ass beats. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's what it was.
What's your favorite DMX song if you could pick one?
Man, there's too many of those.
Mine's a slipping. I go on record to say that forever. Like I that's actually in my gym playlist. I love slipping, and I love Where the Hood At, because my man did the beat. The Tune Heads did the beat. My man Cooch did that beat for Where the Hood At.
Tune Head, those my dudes
Yeah,
too.
my man Cooch. Like me and him.
Yeah, Cooch my nigga. That's my nigga.
That's my nigga Cooch. Shout out to Cooch. Cooch, like it's so deep, right? Cooch had Uncle Murder, right? Uncle Murder was like 12, and then he gave me Uncle Murder, and I end up becoming Uncle Murder producer. But I got him from the Tune Heads, and then Uncle Murder was in the group, and as he got older, he went solo, and the Tune Heads took him back as a soloist. So I was around them way. I'm talking about this like 94 or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I know you got to get back to work, bro. My platform is open to you whenever you need it. Whenever you want to come chop it up, whenever you got a project or you just want to come talk to the people. We have 1,500 people in the room. They loving you in the chat room. You got a lot of support. A lot of people telling you, are you a legend?
Legend. It's crazy because a lot of people call me that. Like my publicist was just talking about that. I mean, yesterday. Like, you know what I mean? Was it yesterday or today? She was like, yo, Drag. I mean, a lot of people consider you a legend in so many different ways. You know what I'm trying to say? But it'd be hard for me to say it because I'm still a student. I still am in love with hip hop so much that I'm still a student. And there's so many rappers that I consider are legends that I'm a fan of that I just don't consider me on their level yet. You know what I'm saying? Like all right, look, like prime example. To me, a legend, Nas.
Got you.
And I think I'm on Nas level. A legend to me
LL,
is
LL. The people
LL.
who DM'd you, yeah.
Yeah, LL. DMX, Jay-Z. You know what I mean? These, you know what I mean? Biggie, Pac.
All right, let me give you something, Drag.
Yeah.
This is why you're a legend. Because you got a song that I remember that when these sets come on, Drag is getting burned in one of them sets. So when they call me Drag on, let's get them on. You set off a big, gigantic record in the remix. We didn't want to hear nobody else but him. But when you came on, it was like, oh, who's this? That's what makes you legendary. You a legend when you do legendary shit.
That's what's up.
You did legendary shit. You was in the movies. We ain't gonna never forget that. Right? Spit these bars. And that Rough Riders Anthem remix, you set the tone for one of the biggest records ever, Juvenile record. When we was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And we could go on and on. You did a lot of stuff. And then you still here today doing legendary shit. So that's what makes you a legend. And your humility makes you a legend. And the fact that you're not an asshole. That's just gonna make everybody love you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let you know everybody don't get that tag. Everybody don't deserve that tag. But you was in Rap City. You was in the booth. You understand what I'm saying? So when we think about stuff that was legendary, Dragon was there and Dragon was a part of it. So, and you was a part of a legendary crew that came out of nowhere and you held your own. So Drag again. I appreciate you. You went off the screen real quick. We see Skype. We want to make sure you come back here. Yeah.
Yep.
So I know you in the studio, and I want to thank you for all you did for this culture. And you still working. It ain't even over for you yet. You still got another 10, 15 years to go. And like I said, I'm proud of you. I appreciate you. And I'm happy to get to finally interview you and build with you. And we gonna make sure everybody support you and get with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. I salute you. I will build with you later on.
No doubt, big bro. Hey, listen, man. And I greatly appreciate you having me on your platform, man, for real. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, no,
Word.
I'm happy that I finally got this done. Shout out to my homie, Ray Ferraro too. He goes crazy with me and you all over Facebook. He's from my hood. He go
Oh,
crazy. Shout out to Ali, you know what I'm saying, for putting all this together. And shout out to you for being receptive to a lot of things. Cause I know it's a lot of things that you don't even want to talk about no more because you in the thing, but you was receptive to everything tonight, bro.
a lot of this stuff, I don't even. I'm talking about nobody can get some stuff out of me right now. You know what I mean?
So
And I
let
just
them
don't do
let
it.
them know that like after this, they can't be asking you a bunch of questions about a bunch of stuff. So the
Yeah.
Drag was receptive tonight because normally it's certain things he don't talk about. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said I respect you for coming on here and that like the LA streets or something like that. I know them little small ass houses. That's you you
I, I live in California now. You
I'm
find
about to
out
say
like
I know them small ass houses anyway. like those them earthquake proof houses. So Drag, I'm gonna let you go. Get back to work. Well, give them the YouTube one more time.
YouTube is YouTube/Fireman Drag. My Instagram is drag_on1. I'm really on one too. I'm not playing with these dudes.
Got you,
Let's
and
get it.
I'm happy. So yo, bro, thank you. I will build with you later on. Peace.
Peace.
All right, y'all. So yeah, y'all, that was Drag On, man. One of the dopest spitters in hip hop history. He's still here today, putting in his work. So we definitely gotta respect the man that didn't quit, didn't give up, was down, but never was out. You know what I'm saying? So I need everybody. I'm gonna make sure that his album is the first pin comment. Let's run them numbers up. We also need to go, uh if you're not subscribed to his YouTube, go subscribe to that YouTube. If you're not following him on the gram, this way he got it all popping and started that. So go to that gram. I also need everybody to hit them likes. This is one of the reasons why I am considered to be the interview king. I'm going to bring y'all that heat. I appreciate everybody who was here tonight. I appreciate everybody who sent the donation. I appreciate everybody who's going to send a Cash App, send a PayPal, and I appreciate everybody who's going to hit that like button. And I definitely need y'all to comment. Definitely need y'all to comment, and hit them likes. So we have 1,500 people in the room. We have 700. If we could get to 1,000, that would be dope. And yo, man, y'all always be rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Gorilla Nims for the hat too. And again, Dragon, you a legend, bro. You definitely put in that work. You definitely gave us something to remember forever. And we appreciate you. And just because, if nothing else, the way we love DMX, he loved you. So he made us love you. So 5-star salute to my people. I don't like to call y'all fans. Y'all ain't no goddamn fan. My supporters. The Cash App is $Doggie Diamonds. The merch. I didn't even put the merch in here today because I was so happy. Shout out to the publicist Ali for getting this done. That's my homegirl. Shout out to the homie Ray Ferraro who been trying to get this done. I got more stuff coming this week. We not done. We just getting started. I just want to say to y'all, make sure y'all check the High Tech interview. Check the Q Butter interview. Kareem Johnson will be back, as y'all know. Go through, if you are new here, make sure you go through the files and see what I've been doing. It's been an incredible year and we ain't even finished. You know what I'm saying? Doggy Diamonds No Filter. The actual audio versions of all of these is on iTunes and Spotify. So make sure you subscribe there. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Oh. And before I go, shout out to my guy 40 Cal. He actually has an interview on here. 40 Cal's daughter is missing. 40 Cal's daughter is missing. This is the 10th day. If you're watching this later, it might be longer. Hopefully by that time they find her. But 40 Cal's daughter is missing. If you have any information about her whereabouts or anything that's coming with her, that happened with her, make sure you get in contact with 40 Cal. There is a number that you can dial. Let's bring his baby home, safe and sound. And that's what it is. So shout out to my guy, 40 Cal. Like I said, he did an interview with me on here, and I don't know what he's going through. I'm not even trying to enter the mind state of what he's going through, but his baby is missing from her college, and his Instagram is it's 40 cal. I also put it in the community here. So yes, please go help that man find his baby. Shout out to Dragon. You know me, I'm on everything at Doggie Diamonds. I got a Beanie Siegel interview. I just gotta put it out, y'all. Honestly, I got a Beanie Siegel interview. It's on here somewhere too. So yeah, let's help that man. She was at college. If I'm not mistaken, it's Buffalo State College. So yeah, it is what it is, man. I will holler at y'all later on. 40 cal, our thoughts is with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully everything gonna work out. Ain't no hopefully shit. We speak things into existence. It's your daughter will be home safe and sound to you soon, bro. So yeah, let's just give all our positive energy to 40 cal. You know what I'm saying? And he has an interview on here that was dope too. So yeah, with that, man, I'm out of here. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Peace. Make sure you click subscribe, youtube.com/Doggie Diamonds TV. Till next time, peace.